class. Today we're learning about the solar system and the different planets in the Earth and their relative distance from the sun. We're also going to talk about their characteristics, such as the Earth's characteristics and why it's unique, and Pluto's characteristics, which is not a planet anymore, it's now a dwarf planet. But we're going to talk about why it's a dwarf planet, and we're going to answer the question of why the tilt of the axis causes the seasons to change. So to begin, I'm going to give you a piece of construction paper, and you're going to fold it this way, hot dog style, and then you're going to cut out sections for each planet. And then on the inside, or on the outside, you're going to write each planet's name, and you're going to title it the solar system on the side. And then on the inside, you're going to write the information that you hear during our video today. So for Mercury, you're going to write that it takes 88 days to complete one rotation around the sun. There's no air, water, or moon on me, because you can't say on Mercury, because you're going to use this as a study tool later for your test, so you know what you're talking about, because you don't want to say on Mercury, because then you'll give the answer away. And then you're going to say, I am the closest planet to the sun, so I'm very hot. For Venus, you're going to say, surrounded by clouds, which is why few people call me the veiled planet. I reflect sunlight, which makes me the brightest and hottest. I move clockwise or backwards. I am called the morning and evening planet because I can be seen in both the morning and the evening. I do not have any moons on me, and I am known as the twin sister to Earth. Then for Earth, I'm a twin sister Earth, sorry, because of my shape and my bars that are near me. So then for Earth, you're going to say, all my blue spots are the oceans or seas. The green spots are land. I'm also known as the blue planet because 70% of my surface is water. It takes me 365 days to rotate around the sun while day and night are happening. I have a moon and it is my satellite. The pollution on my surface makes me tired. For Mars, you're going to say, the red planet, my size and gravity is half the Earth. You can jump 3 feet on me if you can jump 1 foot on Earth. For Jupiter, I'm the biggest planet in the solar system. It takes 10 hours to rotate around the sun. I am the vacuum cleaner. If you weigh 800 pounds on Earth, you weigh 40 on me. Saturn is the most beautiful planet because of my rings. I am the second biggest planet, the lightest, and have the highest number of moons. I am full of gases, to be specific, helium. Uranus, I am tilted. The seasons last for 20 years on me. I have rings and am very cold because I am far from the sun. I am named after the Roman god of sky. And Neptune, I am the coldest planet because I am the farthest from the sun. It takes me 165 years to rotate around the sun. My blue color comes from the methane gas from the atmosphere, and I have the strongest winds in the solar system. So that's your foldable, that's what you'll use to study. And after that, you are going to we have an option. You can either create an activity or you can go over this. So for right now, I'm going to show you the activity. So for this, you're going to need different sized colorful balls, string, a metal circle, and tape. And you're going to take the different color and circle balls, and you're going to attach them to a metal circle for each one. And then you're going to take the string and attach it to the ball and hang it from the top. You're going to tape all of them to the ceiling so it hangs like a mobile. And then you're going to be able to see it go around in circles and show how it rotates around the sun. And it'll also show the relative distance from each other, as well as what it looks like in the solar system. Okay, so now we're going to take some more notes. And so we're going to go through this poster board. checkerboard of all the notes of each planet to tell its relativity from the sun and its characteristics and its size. So for Saturn, it's the sixth planet from the sun. It's 1,430 million kilometers apart from the sun. It has 62 moons, 121 kilometers in diameter, and it's the second largest planet in the solar system. It has the largest set of rings of any of the planets in the solar system. Mars is the fourth planet from the sun. It is 228 million kilometers apart from the sun, and it has 2 moons. It's 6,800 kilometers in diameter. Venus is the second planet from the sun. It is 108 million kilometers apart from the sun. It does not have any moons and is 12,000 kilometers in diameter. Neptune is the 8th planet and farthest planet from the sun. It is 4,500 kilometers away. It has 13 moons, 49,500 kilometers in diameter. So then the sun is an average-sized star in the middle of the universe and the solar system. Everything in the solar system revolves around the sun and is kept in orbit by the pull of sun's gravity. It rotates on its axis, and the sun completes one rotation in 25 days. One rotation of Earth takes a little less than 24 hours. Earth is the only planet that has liquid water on its surface. That's what makes it unique. It's also the only planet that has life, which also makes it unique. And it's the only planet that has 21% oxygen in the atmosphere, which also makes it unique. It is the third planet from the sun, almost 150 million kilometers apart from the sun. And then Uranus is the seventh planet from the sun. It is about 2,870 million kilometers apart. It has 27 moons, 51,100 kilometers in diameter. Pluto is not a planet anymore, but when it was the ninth planet from the sun. It was 5,900 million kilometers away. It still is 2,300 kilometers in diameter. So it's a dwarf planet, which means it's a celestial body resembling a small planet but lacking certain technical criteria that are required to be a planet. It does not have a clear orbit around the sun, which is why it's not a planet anymore. It also has no space, so no space orbs have been there before because there's no way to get to it because it's too far. It's now known as the dwarf planet because it's the smallest. So the Jupiter planet is the fifth one from the sun. It's 778 million kilometers apart from the sun. It has 63 moons and it's 143,000 kilometers in diameter, and it's the largest planet in the solar system. And last, Mercury is the closest to the sun. It's 58 million kilometers away, and it does not have any moons on it. It is 4,900 kilometers in diameter. Now, we're going to do an experiment to tell why does the tilt of Earth's axis create seasons. So, to begin this, you need to know what an axial tilt is. So, an axial tilt causes the seasons is the angle between a planet's rotational axis on its north pole and a line perpendicular to the orbital plane of the plane. The axial tilt of Earth is the cause of seasons like summer and winter on Earth, as well as fall and spring. Okay, so as the sun rotates, it goes different parts of the Earth. So in the northern hemisphere, we see that there's more sun. So, actually, for this, you're going to need to have a flashlight, a sealed shut box, masking tape, metric ruler, a clipboard, a protractor, graph paper for your data, 5 colored pencils to record your data, and a data sheet that looks like this. It has the degree of tilt, the graph paper 1, 2, 3, and then the average number of squares. And then you're going to go from 0 degrees, 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, and 40 degrees. Okay, so now that we've done our experiment, we're going to take our findings that we collected and we're going to record a log. So from the recorded log, we are going to write out a report of what we found. So based off of our findings, we can conclude that the reason the tilt of Earth's axis causes seasons is because it shows that the surface area changes as the tilt increases. While the area becomes longer, the light at the uppermost part was dimming as it grew in size, and the lower part was becoming more intense and saturated with light. The northern hemisphere tilts away from the sun, receiving less light. Cooler temperatures are created. However, as the southern hemisphere tilts towards the sun, which receives more light, you create warmer temperatures, which is the reason for seasons, because in the spring and in the summer, there's warmer temperatures, which goes with the southern hemisphere tilt towards the sun. And then in the southern hemisphere, you receive fall and winter because it's the cooler temperatures, so there's less sunlight. All right. I really hope you enjoyed my lesson on the solar system and you learned a lot about the different planets and the relativity towards the sun, and you were able to understand the interactions among the various bodies that come around it, and also you're now able to describe the planets and their relative position from the sun while applying them to your life and understanding why it's important. And now you're able to understand the axis tilt of the Earth and how it causes seasons. So thank you for watching, and I hope you learned a lot.